Back up. Okay, cool. Hola, ¿cómo estás, Flask, mi amigo? Hello, hello. Good? Being good? This is mostly a stream for you guys and also lurkers. So, like, and people that are going to be watching it later on a VOD, too. So, like, hey, I don't really mind if we want to restart. It might, like, the only thing that's going to probably do is send another notification. And, like, even then, like, the VOD Nation. Yeah, I know. We actually have a lot of good VODs. The only thing is, I'm always afraid to actually post them for no reason. I get so nervous about that. I don't know why. So weird about it. I just need to make that, like, channel public. Hey, baby, I have one request. Actually, never mind. I'm just going to turn off this AC. I'm cold. I like the chills. For some reason. Okay, hey guys, question. So, I've not played a lot of this game, but I also kind of want to 100% this game. Should I play it on Exterminatus mode, the harder mode? Like the hardest mode until I have to turn the difficulty down? And you guys get to see me suffer if it is hard? Do you guys like that idea? Yeah? Sure thing. Alright. I'll play it on the hardest mode. Can you guys hear it, or do I have the wrong audio set up?
My suspicions, although we have not had sufficient time to pinpoint the origin of these foul energies. While most of the planet remains unaffected, it is my belief that rogue elements within the Adeptus Mechanicus may have been experimenting.
I'm gonna fix it. Hold on. Audio. Robotic old lady. Yes. Okay. Quit to menu. Let me put this on thing. Baba booey. Baba booey. Hey, look. Baba booey. Crazy that it's that loud with the master volume that low. So the trick is, with that type of thing, is that it's stupid as fuck and makes no sense. So there is physically no way for me to adjust volume without actually having you guys check it first. That's the problem. A lot of times, whenever I have to get your guys' opinions, it's because I know that whatever I'm trying to work with, because I'm good at audio. I've had to use audio for so long that it doesn't bother me in the slightest. Because of me and Oxy being in there together. Vegeta live, I know I was gonna say. You got help of viewers. Oh, I wouldn't have it any other way, but you guys are above helpful. I love you guys. I appreciate all the help. It makes it a lot easier. Makes it a lot easier. Now, would you guys rather listen to in-game? You should be able to. You should be able to hear it now. Able to? Do you guys hear it? Yeah, I'm useful. You are, Ren. You're very useful to me. You very much are. And I will never have you saying otherwise. Okay. Now, I can adjust this in the cutscene if it's fucked, but we'll see. You want me to pause my music and we can use like in-game music? Because it is kind of good. But it's up to you guys. It's kind of like if we don't like it, then I can kind of turn it back on. Or would you guys rather just listen to my music and I can kind of turn the in-game music down and we can just vibe and like bullshit and go? He's going to make me cry, what the fuck? And yes, in-game music, test the waters. Gotcha. No problem. Okay, now if this is still loud, I'm sorry.
Nothing, once touched by the hand of chaos, remains untainted. You
I'm gonna be ready to
under
change the volume.
of the Ordo
Let me know. Loud.
my
What do you think?
Into a world that has already felt that fell influence.
Is better. Okay. Thank you.
Since the Grim Skull
Thank you, thank you.
The Forge world remains largely secure, but we have picked up concerning energy readings in the surrounding system. I have my suspicions, although we have not had sufficient time.
You can actually be heard over her? Oh my god.
Foul energies. While most of the planet remains unaffected, it is my belief that rogue elements within the Adeptus Mechanicus may have been experimenting with a surviving fragment of Inquisitor Drogon's power source. Your mission is to assist me in locating a fragment of the power source. While I consider this threat extremely serious, your superiors have seen fit to second only a handful of you to my supervision. In the absence of a larger force, we should pray to the Emperor that this does not develop into a more dire situation. This servo skull will guide you. In Commodus here is one of the few sanctified
sucking everything up, I get
from
you.
the purging of Drogon's heretical archives. Together, you will search sites where communication has become sporadic. Should you encounter any opposition, you may assume they have been tainted by the ruinous powers. Suffer not the heretic to live. While I continue my investigations aboard the Crown, you will be deployed to a habitation zone we lost contact with several cycles ago. You should assume the situation to be extremely hostile. Beware.
Nice car.
We do not know how far the taint of the arch enemy spreads.
So basically what happened is it's a super city. Or well, not a super city, but it's basically the whole planet. You a big Warhammer 40k fan then? I know some things. I couldn't say that I'm a big Warhammer fan, but I do know my way around some of the lore, and like a relative amount of it. I can hold my own at the very least. But sometimes that's a little bit difficult, you know what I mean? There's a lot of lore, and sometimes I'll mess things up. But for the most part, yeah, I'm a pretty big fan. I love the universe because I love that everybody's a bad guy. People finally don't feel pressured to play the Alliance just because They're fucking weird. Also, hold on one sec. I'm doing something really quick. And then I can start. You prefer Age of Sigmar? Oh my god, Rainy hates Age of Sigmar. Only because it kind of like killed fantasy Warhammer. As in now all of the warplings can die. Just because. That's kind of the only bad part. At least current gen Age of Sigmar, from what I know. Rainy is a very avid againster on that one. But also, like...
La vida loca, ego,
Satch. I'm gonna do it again. Trying to give it to you. Error. But stupid. Because usually it sends you to that after. So instead I'm just gonna have Oxy do it. You did it wrong? I know. I know. Can you, baby? I did it wrong. Like I said, I appreciate your money and whatever that you could give. But also, I appreciate your guys' company more. And if you guys are going to be this late up with me and be a viewer that's trying to help out, then I appreciate that more. I'll give you a sub so you can avoid the ads. That's just me. It's deserved. Because, like, I mean, to be fair, like, I never was going to be net positive with streaming on the correct fronts. And that's, you hope to recoup losses later. But, like, I don't care. So, I've never found the secret on this level, so, like, I'm trying to find that right now, I'm not gonna lie. He's letting Twitch take his money. I know, I just burned technically $3. Yep. I don't mind. How do I find the secret? Is it up here? Whoa. And that's fine, baby. Don't worry about it. You don't recoup in funds. Hopefully, it's returned in happiness. Yeah. Rainy helps a lot with that. Rainy supports us on craziness. Rainy is crazy. Rainy is most supportful being. Stupid with money. Absolutely bonkers. But I appreciate it. Helps us do a lot of cool things for you guys. I'm not really as worried about like what it's going to cost me at the end of the day. They've also been getting less hours though, so like I mean I also don't blame them for not giving anything recently, and that's totally cool. I don't expect anything ever. I don't think we deserve it. I think we're just goofy content creators that are gonna be doing goofy stuff, and I just hope you guys enjoy it. Die poor. Yes. Honestly, I've always told you guys that like if I ever found out that any of you were mistreating yourselves to donate to me, I would be infinitely more mad than just about anything else. Like, I'd rather you stopped watching than started to mistreat yourself. How old is this game? Because it looks like old Doom. It's not that old. This is the Bolter. It is the aesthetic. But as we get more in, you will see just how good this game is. This is a game that slipped under the radar for a lot of people. And squish! And like it said, this weapon is not used to kill big bad demons. This is used to kill human dissidents and reduce them to atoms. So, whenever you notice they disintegrate because bolts of iron chunks are going through their heads. This one. Ow, this is a lot harder. So my D key stopped working there for a second. What the fuck? Holy shit. It goes from saying sweet to die whore in milliseconds. That's my personality. I'm sorry. I'd rather the company. And I don't want you guys to ever mistreat yourselves. And if I find out you did, I will beat you. That is a threat. And I did say that on Twitch. Flip it, send it to them. I don't care. Yeah, I don't want you guys mistreating yourselves just to give it to me. I appreciate donations and everything, but, you know, I appreciate the company even more. I still didn't find the secret. Still don't know where that bitch is. Exterminatus. Yeah. But, you can Google the date. I'm actually curious on when it came out. Hello? Cultists? Anybody else? Yes.
My love of the Imperium is matched only by my hatred of the Heretic. Scour the stars of the Heretic.
You can taunt them in this game. You can go up to them and be like...
The Emperor guides my sword.
And they have over 300 and something voice lines for this. Yeah, it is doing a good job. It was released last year. Yeah, you'll see. The character designs are crazy. Yeah. It's really good. But the only thing is that they do the power scaling a little bit weird. You'll see. You'll see. You definitely feel like you move like a 900-pound fridge, though. Like, you move like you should. Boom, boom, boom. Like, you move like you are the saying, I am the danger. And it feels great. That's one thing that they did excellently. They give you the feeling of being in here and absolutely clapping some cheeks. Also, totally feel that on the manga thing. The secret is doing a good job of being secret. Absolutely true. Trinkets and art supplies. Yes. And you'll see how much I like this game. This game, I wish that more people were into Warhammer in our community so that I could, like, talk Warhammer with people as I played this. And just bullshit. Because, like, I don't take it too serious. I've never, like, played the tabletop or whatever. But have either of you played the tabletop of this? I have 7 keychains and 2 keys. No joke. I've only found out about Warhammer this month. Oh, really? Okay, so how much do you know about it? How much do I need to explain from the start? These guys are heretics. They deserve death. And those are Chaos Space Marines. they love to monologue. I know nothing about it. All right, so I'm going to explain this very simply. This guy is a ultramarine. Ultramarines are assholes. Ultramarines are absolutely massive douchebags. But they are incredibly fiercely loyal to the Empire. I am the point of his spear. I'll smash them to pieces. Like, yeah, absolutely, this is them. But now I'm going to let the AFK animation play. Because this is also important. Also, Era, how are you not in the Discord yet? Like, honestly. If I'm gifting you a sub, you better be in the Discord, dog. Like, what the fuck? You've been hanging out for a bit. Check it out. See this? This is the Codex of the Imperium. This guy is the definition of a Boy Scout to the Imperium. They are people that the second there is not heretics to be purging, they will continue to learn the lessons. They will continue to do the blessings. They are praying 9 hours a day. They are absolutely, every thought is on cleansing heretics. Now, this man is a engineered bioweapon super soldier. Absolutely, like, grown test tube baby perfection. This suit that he's wearing, he is probably like 8 feet tall, 900 pounds. It moves about as fast as a jet engine, like this. You see this? This is canonically absolutely accurate. What? Pausing game. Right there.
In actually, iPhone, by the way.
Yeah, but we get less of a...
Okay, I was
Yeah. Okay.
La vida loca, Egon, the shot.
There you go. Figured it out. And I'm at Discord server limit. Why don't you just leave one? What do you mean? There's no way that you participate in all of those. There's no way. Come join and come participate. I welcome you. So much for the gift sub. No problem. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. But continuing. You don't have to join. I will bully you into it. But also, like, you really don't have to. I don't mind. Thank you, baby. Where's the food? Zenko. But, like I said, Rin, so these are heretics. These are guys that either joined willingly to a chaos faction, which is basically the 4 chaos gods. I'll get into them as we see them. But, like, they are absolutely terrible, corrupted by insanity, basically. And they would murder planets, basically, for their gods. This is a Chaos Space Marine. This is what I am. But not like that. Like, these guys are people that joined the Chaos faction. They are probably 10,000 years old. And also, you see this? This guy is probably 10,000 years old, an absolute army veteran. Been through many wars and believes himself to be like unkillable. That's just kind of how they are. It's just kind of how they are. So like there, the meme is that he was just monologuing, being like, "You are beneath me." But like I'm from a more current gen, like tech, and I'm just built different. I'm a named Ultramarine, so I'm basically built stupid compared to him. And also, like, I'm just saying, This is noticeably harder than before. Like, I was breezing through this part before, guys. This might actually be hard. This is actually going to be, like, a difficult one. And also, I really hope you like Fat Cat. Fat Cat is our favorite, too. And that is the emote that is dedicated to Rainy, who has already given to me. We wanted to do something to appreciate our little sponsor. So we gave her her own emotes and her own dedication to the server through our embrace of Fat Cat. Because Rainy has always called herself Fat Cat. I think we were on normal last time. No, we were on one difficulty down. I've never played on anything below this. Or like, anything below hard. Because I usually like a challenge, and if something's too easy, then I won't enjoy playing it. Because it doesn't feel like I'm learning the game. It feels like I could play the game in my sleep, usually. So, like... I have a bias towards Gengar, though, not gonna lie. I know, Gengar's like my favorite. That's why we chose those emotes. That was my idea. I was like, give me Gengar. She was like, okay. I found a Gengar pack, and I was like, yes. I got the buff. That's a ×4 damage buff. Now I can clap him. Anybody else? Nice cock. I just like Pokemon, TBH. Bet. Alright, Air. I better see you join the server. You gotta leave one of your other ones. Good luck. Love active people. Active chatters. If you're gonna be here and talk this much, then I feel like you deserve to be able to make decisions in the chat too. Because that's where we make decisions on what's going on. I want you to be able to. If not, like if you don't want to, hey, that's totally fine. Just let me know. But people that are active and going to be here for a while and feel like they enjoy it, I want them to be able to be there. Because they deserve it. I'm looking through my surveys to find one I don't know. Okay. So, basically, like I told you, that guy was... These guys are basically corrupted Space Marines. Space Marines that have joined the other side for whatever reason. Whether they've been converted, whether they were tricked into it, whether they were, you know, like sold into it and like rituals done to warp their mind, like whatever. They're evil now. And they basically are just there to cause carnage. You can also do like rituals to make more, same way with how like we make more of the normal ones. Honestly, I like chaos more. These guys are pussies. Imperium is strong as shit, but they're like plot armor strong. So like, I just tend to not really like vibe with them as much. I like Nurgle, and I like a lot of the Chaos God stuff too. Because it's like emphasis of warped creativity, and I love that, as you might be able to tell. Oh, okay. Oh, health. Okay. But, let me know if you need any questions or anything, Ren. I will explain it as I go. If you have any questions about the people or anything, let me know. I will do my best. These are Plague Toads. Those are like the lowest level demons of Nurgle. They spread plague. Nurgle is a big fatty who is one of the 4 Chaos Gods, who is all about decay. So he does plague, he does decay. His people are actually the happiest out of everybody in the entire universe, because they know eventually when they die, they're going to be reunited with Papa Nurgle. So they are happy to die and happy to live for him, because eventually they come back to him, and then he can just birth them again if he wants. Yay, Kraken Bolt. OP rounds. Check it out. Pop, 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 pop. Pop. And they're basically like standard foot soldiers, before standard foot soldiers of the Chaos Terminators too. Didn't know that they showed up here yet. But to be completely honest, I'll watch the VOD because my brain is trying to shut down from the pew pew sounds. That's fine. And do you want me to turn them down? Are they too loud for you? They seem a little bit loud, actually. Even for me. That's better. Might be a little bit quiet for you guys, but that's fine. They're just right. I'm just lulled by chaos. Like the font you went for the... You like the font that we went for the disc channel fonts? Yeah. You're welcome in. Do you want me to turn it back up then, Ren? I call you Ren sometimes, and I mean Ren, but like... The letters change in my brain on the way out. I apologize. And on we go. I think we often have that. This chaos noise stops the thoughts sometimes. Very true. Very true. And now we move on. You can call me whatever. I'm cool with it. Can I call you whore? JK. Get done dirty. Easy dub. Fortnite L danced on, bozo. Sure. Oh, wow. That was kind of clever. Good job. Great response. +2. And now you're going to see a different Chaos faction. The Chaos faction that doesn't like Nurgle. The one that is the opposite of Nurgle. When people have unreadable channel fonts, it's nice to see where you guys have gone for fancy readable ones. Oh yeah, for sure. Like, the readability is the most important part. Basically, okay, so I'm going to tell you this right now. Chit Chat is always popping off. We welcome you to have Chit Chat on, but I understand if you do not have notifications on, or you have like notifications set to @s or whatever. Just have the announcements on, and whenever you know that we're talking about something with announcements, then go over and make your opinion known. That's kind of the only thing I ask for. Because if I'm asking for people's opinions on stuff, I just need people's opinions on stuff. Boom. Hey, kid. Brain goes quiet. Yes, that's why I like this game, too. I like the steady boops. These are the faction of Zeech. He is the god of change, the god of unpredictable chaos. Basically, if Zeech is around, then everything is going to go horribly wrong, because He only gets involved in things that he knows the outcome of, and he always knows the outcome of 1,000 things, so he likes to meddle. Sometimes he does it for fun, sometimes he does it for whatever, but if this is Zeech. Those are his followers. His, like, baby followers. They split in half because things that Zeech controls doesn't die, they just change. And then this is what happens around Zeech. Zeech warps everything into chaotic madness. So, like, if you look at this, you can find faces in it. Mouths, faces, horrors. He warps them into madness. Do they got multiple arms? They do sometimes. They do indeed. Multiple arms is very common in Warhammer. Honestly, you'll probably like Slaanesh. They are indulgence and desire and drugs. And they usually... I've seen some with like 8 nipples, 8 sets of titties. It's like basically indulgence taken to the extreme. That's their thing. Drugs? Yes, like extreme drugs.
I'm so upset that it.
Oh, no. Oh, you're trying to figure that out? Oh, Giga Brain, baby. I got more grenades, yay.
Oh, also,
That noise was a mood. What noise was it? But right now, basically, I'm being sent into this cleanse for the most part. Slanesh, I like those. If I was going to play a faction on tabletop, it would be that faction. True. The Slanesh are very interesting. You might have seen that one game that was making us kind of motion sick. That was the Skaven. Skaven are also pretty cool. They basically are horde tactics because life is not very valuable to them since they reproduce so fast. Boom. And now I got a shotgun. Got 50 Cthussy. Wow. That was generous of you. Why are you giving them more points?
those are different points.
Wait, what? Is that
They're different
that's
points.
gambling?
Done. I don't have gambling set up, but I'm working on the bot right now, and I don't know why I'm doing this right now because I did say I was tired and my brain broke, and now I'm doing this.
Okay. Money.
So, yay.
I see points and think gambling. Yeah, I mean, I'm cool to have gambling in here. I don't really care. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, let's see if this works. Fuck. I'm gonna have to do it the long way, and I don't want to do that right now.
Okay.
So we'll just do this. We'll get this.
Nice. This is a flamer. This is another one of the faction. This is basically like a shotgunner. You basically don't want to get close to them. They are fireball boyos. And also, like, none of these things can truly die, is something that you have to consider. is all of these creatures that I'm killing, I'm not killing them. I'm sending them back to the warp where they came from. Because the warp is like a fold between dimensions where all of the demons come from. Like their original birthing place. And killing a demon is insanely hard. Killing them outright is like slicing off a people, or like a huge pew-pew. You make sleepy. Oxy passed on her tired when she started doing stuff. I'm trying to explain more to you, Wayne. I'm trying to focus on the lore. The warp is basically like how you also have to travel in this dimension. Like the warp is everything that connects everything. Every emotion that every person has is put into the warp. Basically, all worship, all faith, all personality, all everything in essence can be found in the warp. Whatever exists here exists there, and they intermingle. But that's a really bad thing if the things in the warp notice you, because the things in the warp clearly are not friendly. They do not like you, and they want to twist you for whatever. If a person went into the warp unshielded, then they would go insane in about 2 seconds. And that's like a strong-willed person. A lot of people like will absolutely lose their mind on sight of some of the monsters. And the people that are more telepathically sensitive, they are usually put to death in the Imperium because they're called psychers, which they can learn how to use the warp and use abilities and stuff like that. But that's usually heresy because it comes from a bad place, like a bad god. But also the Imperium does use psychers. So it's kind of like hypocrisy a little bit, where like as long as they train you, then it's okay, but yada yada yada. But also like considering that everybody in this world is evil, it also kind of makes sense, you know. They don't want you to get infected and become like a splinter cell. Like this is a good example of Zeech. Zeech loves birds too for some reason. Zeech always has loved birds. Freedom of choice. So like you'll see a lot of bird skulls in here too. Different bird symbolisms. Did I leave anybody back here? I'm trying to do 100% so like I don't have to come back. Anybody here? Nope. Okay. I'm gonna need the bar. I'm gonna need the VOD. Brain is giving up, but we fight. Well, okay. I might not explain it very well if you're not here, but like I'll do my best. Bum, 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 bam, bam, bam. Boom. And that's okay. You can always tell me different things. Like if you want to talk about something else or something that's interesting to you, you're more than welcome to. I'm just basically doing what since I'm playing this, I wanted to make sure that I could inform people that wouldn't know. Boom. Oh, also, basically, like, since power of will is so important in this, the game's chaos just gets me. Yeah, okay, so now, the thing with this game that is really funny is you can see, die, warp spawn. There'll be nothing left of you. Like, this type of behavior is very, very, common. Like, that's exactly how everybody is, because everybody knows that if you do not have faith, then you are probably a heretic. and they want you dead if you're a heretic. So any sign of heresy is going to end up as death. So don't disagree. You live to serve. Charge them, because if not, you're a heretic and you're gonna die anyway. So maybe you live if you kill enough of them or whatever. You don't really retire, you just die eventually. But like, they're basically fighting all of these demons at all times, because if they don't, then the demons will just win. You are living for the Emperor. The Emperor is your everything. Do not ever have no ideas of the Emperor. Do not live for anything besides the Emperor. If you do, then you might be living falsely, and if you're living falsely, then you might die. Granted, there's different extremisms in that. Some factions in the Imperium, there's like 15 different factions, all with different levels of power and different levels of whatever. I think that the only good group in the Imperium that is nice to people and views people as humans, and like not resources or not things to be used, is the Salamanders, who are a group of soldiers like this, but they are a more normal faction. Not really a lot of power, but they would basically take their clothes off, or not their clothes off, they would rip their cloak off just to give it to a person who was freezing. Very kind, but like, they're not the majority at all. They're like the exception. So like, they kind of have to view with the lens of no one is safe here. They do not care. And like, yeah, of course there's cultists, because like, the cultists are either warped or joining because of some other reason, or whatever. They all have their reasons. No faction in this game is good. There is no such thing as good in this universe. Slaanesh will, they are the power of indulgence. So indulgence, taken to the extreme, is masochistic. It's torture. It's vicious torture. Tortures beyond your mind. Tortures that you use drugs to enhance the pain of. Tortures that would leave someone quaking from their soul, and then taking their soul, ripping that to shreds, torturing it, splitting it apart, and making it serve endlessly while being sentient, so that it can simply be tortured some more. They are absolute extremes. Absolute extremes taken anywhere. Absolute pleasure is drug-induced therapies. It's usually absolute pleasure becomes absolute pain, because those pleasure sensors get mixed. So like, you have to consider that all extremes are never good in this game. If you have, there's the story of the Slaanesh is really interesting. They're the newest Chaos God faction. The Slaanesh are the Indulgence people, as I said, but they were born recently because of an extremely long-lived race that was too indulgent, too degenerate, because they lived for basically forever. They got bored with being humans. They're not humans, but like their own race. They got bored with being sane and decided to just descend into depravities of the flesh to feel something, because they would live so long. And then over thousands and thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of years, the indulgence that they had been seeking was eventually came back to them, and it bore the Slaanesh from them. Like, the Slaanesh literally crawled out of the warp through their bodies and ripped them to shreds. And now, anytime one of that member of the race that bore them, basically, lives, and anytime that they die, they go to the Slaanesh. Their souls are sucked to the Slaanesh overlord, the leader, and they just get played with, because it's like the ultimate food. Hey, you guys brought us here. They don't give the Slaanesh doesn't give a shit about them, because like eventually their souls are tied to the Slaanesh. They will come to the Slaanesh to be tortured, to be used, to be toyed with, to have fun with. They don't care. So they are basically a completely doomed race that will die off eventually. Right now, they're making a comeback in like population, but that doesn't stop their damnation. Like, their bloodline is literally always going to end up in hell. And they know it because the Slaanesh exist. The Slaanesh are the demons that came from them. And the sign of their past being, hey, your past might have been bad, but at least you didn't create a new demon god race. You know, like, that's a pretty big no-no on the scale of things. But that's just kind of one of the like lore points with the Slaanesh too. Like there's also different things with like the Imperium, which is these guys, the Imperium of Man, the stronghold of man, who is constantly fighting, constantly killing, constantly at war to attempt to push them back to their realm. But also, they don't die, and they never can die unless you're looking at it from the Age of Sigmar, which is the age that Air was talking about before. They are basically like able to use the strongest will, the strongest power to basically kill off a demon completely because of their faith in Sigmar and his sacrifice. It doesn't really make sense. There's a lot of nuance to it and everything, but like they can kill them now. Allegedly. A lot of people hate that. A lot of people think that that's dumb. I'm kind of included in that, not gonna lie. But Nurglings! Oh my god, it's little Nurgles. That's the next level up from the Toads. It's kind of like, oh god, Nurglings. Anyway, like, you could basically kick them and they explode. But, like, they're just meant to, like, spread plague and stuff, and obviously we're pretty much immune to that. So, yeah, that's not really a
Brother,
concern.
what the fuck? Why do they have that as a...
I've never played this far. This is as far as I've gotten, by the way. I'm kind of just looking around for secrets and stuff. Because I don't actually know what's going on here. Just know that they want me to go over here. Bye, little guys. This looks important. Huh. This is definitely a trap. Like, there's a 0% chance that this isn't a trap area. I'm gonna have to fight so much shit here, damn it.
They need to update their fucking system.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Bots can be tricky. Yep. Hello? Hello? Anybody home? Oh, what I was gonna say before is, Rin, I don't know if you're listening, but now the thing that's really funny is, so we talked about how feelings are basically always in the warp and everything, and you can use feelings as a shield. Like, if your faith is strong enough, then certain things can't affect you as easily. They still will affect you eventually, but like, you kind of can use it as like a mental shield if your faith is strong enough. That's why people's faith in the Emperor is so important. But now, the thing that's really funny in this game is that you can see that they named the secondary health bar, the armor that I currently have 0 of because I fucking suck and got absolutely smacked up. It's called... It's called Contempt. So basically, your guy is just getting more and more contempt for things that he's killing. And he's like, you can't do anything to me. And then they just can't hurt him as much. And like that's like actually like totally real. I don't know how much you know about... Do you know what the orcs are, Ren? I have no idea if you do. Or if they're able to pay attention. They might have slumped, honestly. They made fun of me for napping. Up. I was gonna talk about the orcs era. The orcs are so fun. Okay, so the orcs are basically, they are probably the scariest faction in the game that nobody really wants to fuck with because they have, like, the only reason why nobody really, like, thinks of them as, like, super threatening is because they don't have, like, a concentrated force. Like, they are way too busy killing each other for fun than they are doing anything else because they just love to fight. So they just want to fight each other constantly. It's the only reason why they aren't a threat at all is because they are literally ripping each other apart every single second of every single second. But they are, when they get a little bit more organized, they have like the, they are basically a plant people where they are made of fungus. They grow, they appear. They spread spores. As they die, more spores get spread. They grow. They come alive. They are there. They are a problem. But basically, their whole idea is no. You're thinking of the correct thing. They are a fungus, but they're a really interesting type of like group because they work as a giant hive of like psychic energy in an area. So if enough of them gather, then they can literally warp reality to be whatever they want. It's just that they're too stupid to really like figure it out and do it like on purpose. So like they believe that the color red makes things go faster. So if they paint something red, then it goes faster. It doesn't make sense or need to be like anything that actually canonically would at all make sense. It's just because they believe it, it is true. A good example of this is a story of a bunch of orcs being on a like desert planet and them being like, they're running out of gas. They all have to pull over and the lead orc's like, oh my god, I fucking refilled this earlier. It can't be out of gas. And then he slaps the top of it and he's pissed off. And he's like, what the fuck? And then the rest of the orcs are like, oh yeah, you did. You did refill the gas. It can't be that. And then he turns the key and it starts up and keeps going, no problem. It's out of gas. But because they said it's not, and because they don't think it is, because they saw him refueling it, even if it was only like a couple of drops earlier, now it's not out of gas. That's just like one example. Whatever they want to happen will happen if enough of them want it to happen. So it can be really funny. You'll never meet a salty orc player because their entire build is RNG on like the tabletop version. So if they lose, then it's like, we lost. But like if they win, it's like, yeah. Because like they have, I believe, now I could easily be wrong, but like this is a pretty like easy way to like describe it. Is basically how it works is every time that they roll to do damage, if they roll a 6, they can roll again to do damage. And this goes for every single unit. Every single unit, if they hit a 6, then they can roll again to add more damage on top of it. So technically, the weakest orc can kill the mightiest thing no matter what. You just have to get lucky enough. And that's kind of how they go from like the bottom up. So they're just like this insane race that their whole thing is they want Wog. They'll be like, Wog, yeah, Wog. And that basically is just like, war, fuck yeah, we gonna go kill stuff. Everybody, come on, let's go kill stuff. And they listen to the biggest orc around, because if the biggest orc around, isn't there more colors than red too? Yeah, there's like 7 colors. I just can't remember them, so I didn't want to like make it up. You know what I mean? I just can't remember exactly. But I didn't want to be like spreading it as false information if I can, because a lot of like Rainy and whoever, if they do see this VOD, will viciously make fun of me if I'm incorrect on the lore. That's just kind of how it goes. Oh. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. Like, one of the colors makes them go invisible or, like, become harder to notice because they're like, you've never seen an orc wearing this color. It must make them go invisible. And, like, so it does. They just paint it, and it does. Like, something makes, like, explosion happen to things. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. We love orcs. Orcs are so funny. They're the comic relief in the universe. Because they don't treat themselves seriously. They're there to cause mayhem, and that's literally it. They don't care. They're there for fun. They're there to ravage things. They're there to kill everything on an entire planet. Whether you're a civilian, whether you're a child, whether you're a supermarine, they will come at you and kill you. And they will hit you with these axes or whatever they can find to do it. They don't care. They're like, all right, well, we gave you a chance to fight back. Fight me. So that's what they do. Oh, no. Up. Nice. Okay. That's a flag code. You're new. I forgot that does damage to me if it's overheated. Nice. What a find. Full health. This game mode is much harder now. Fuck. Any more health you got for me? No? Alright, I mean... Oh, cool. Never mind. We're good. We're golden girls. Please go away. God damn it. Be gone, thoughts. Another plague toad. Oh, cultist champion? Okay, well that's actually easy. Thought that was an aspiring champion for a second. I got scared. Oh god. Oh no, they got me. Fuck. Licked by a plague toad. Alright, I kind of just need to take up a spot here. Also, looked it up. Blue is lucky, green is better, yellow is wealth and explosions, black is tough, purple is sneaky. At least that's what I've read. That makes sense. Black is tough, purple is sneaky, yellow is wealth and explosions, green is better, blue is lucky. I feel like that's right. I feel like that is. But like, yeah, they basically just warp reality, and it doesn't matter. Like, you can be a death god, you can do whatever. Like, easy show of this is, so Korn is the god of combat, basically the war god, one of the chaos gods. I think I've talked about all four now. Korn is the last one, but basically, one of the champions of the fucking orcs, he just wants to fight, and Korn, the god of combat, he doesn't care about tricks, he doesn't care about whatever. He's just there to fight, and he'll fight you up front because he has honor. But like, he's still like blood fight, kill, maim, burn, kill. Not a good guy, but like, still is honorable. He made the orc his champion because he was so impressed with it, and the orc guards the gate to his realm, like the doorway. He's the champion of them, and he is incredibly strong, and Korn was just so impressed with his fighting skills that he was like, you can be my champion, fight all you want, even if you die I'll bring you back, you just have to accept this. And the guy's like, okay, yay, I get to fight cool people, yay, yes, yes. I'm just saying, this is much harder. I never got to this spot, but like, I can already tell. Just shonen protagonists is what you're saying? Exactly. They are the main characters. They don't care. They're never going to be squashed. They used to be even stronger before. They used to be called like ogrins, and they were made as like something to basically like fight against other gods. And they were like a lot taller, a lot stronger, a lot whatever. But like over the years, the orcs have kind of gotten a little bit weaker Or, well, I guess, like, maybe they've traded it off for a different type of buff. Maybe they didn't warp reality like that before, and now they do. I don't know what the exact situation is with them. I've never really looked into it. But, like, basically, yeah, they are... Everything that has to do with... If you see orcs going to battle, you do not want to be the ones that they are fighting. Because if you're fighting them, then that means you have an unending tide of green. They're called the green tide, basically. For like a lot of like people, whenever they are fighting them, they are the green tide because it's unending. They do not care about their lives in the slightest. They live for battle. They just want to fight. They want to die in chaos and combat. They listen to the biggest orc because the biggest orc can kill them. And if they die, then they don't die in combat fighting. So they wouldn't have any fun. And an orc that doesn't die in combat isn't an orc, basically. So, like, ugh. I need help. Do I have any more health here? Eventually, I'm going to get good enough to beat this part. I swear to God. That bitch. Give me some more health. The fuck? No? Alright, fine. I'll make do. Yes, give me more armor and health, please. Yes. Woo. %, too. Nice. Nice cock. Woo. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, there's probably a secret in here that made this vastly easier, but I just missed it. The funny thing is even though green equals better, they don't paint stuff green because they are green and they're using the thing. I mean, honestly, they don't paint anything green because they're like, yes, orc green. Yes. Die, little ones. And you'll see them spread their ass cheeks at us and shit out something to throw at us, too. It reminds me of me, honestly. I'm pretty impressive. Oh, this doesn't look good.
Damn it, it didn't work.
And I believe in you. How are you still alive?
No, send help.
You did have a long nap, but still. But everybody loves the orcs. The orcs are funny. They might not be your favorite faction, but they are not your least favorite. A lot of people like the Tyranids and stuff like that, but like...
God, am I really gonna have to download a new program? That's it. Brain dead. I'm going to bed.
I feel you.
I'm gonna have to learn a whole ass new program, and I'm going to hate it every step of the way.
Why don't you ask Aster how he does it?
Oh, that's fair. I forgot Aster has it.
I mean, I think he does.
I have a couple of YouTube videos that I could watch too that talk about it.
Yeah. No!
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go lay down.
It sounds good, baby. I'll probably have to head off here somewhat soon, too. Good night. I know, I almost had that. Shit. How did I miss you so many times? Fuck you. I can tell that this difficulty was definitely not made for a first timer, I'm not gonna lie. But also, like, we adapt. Do you like Diablo type games? Sometimes, yeah. I like this aesthetic. This aesthetic is gorgeous. You know, there's a Warhammer one that looks similar. I don't remember exactly what it's called. I think I've seen it before. I'd welcome you sending me a link to it, whatever. I haven't really looked into it, only because top-down isn't usually my thing. You know what I mean? Like, that whole aesthetic is one that is usually not in my radar, just naturally, because I'm like an FPS guy. I like strategy stuff too. I like whatever. So like, I mean, I'm not against it. You know what I mean? I'd like to try it. That sounds cool. Would definitely be like, I'm always down to give something a try once. Also, I'm trying to find where this last guy is. Any enemies back here? No? Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Oh man, I didn't even grab this buff. Shit. I did everything without grabbing the buffs. Whoopsie. Oh. Oh yeah, no, I was playing Vermintide a couple of days ago on stream. I like Darktide. Vermintide is pretty motion sickening. That's the only thing. It's got a lot of motion sickening, like how you swing the weapons, how you have to deal with like the Skaven and everything is very motion sickening on it. So it's like kind of one of those games you can only play for like a couple of hours. But I also really enjoyed it. You know what I mean? I don't like Left 4 Dead type games. Well, that's actually like totally fair. Honestly, ones where like everything is marching at you is definitely more of a different style. I think that I think Darktide and Darktide 2 or yeah, I'm pretty sure Darktide 2 is a pretty decent one. I haven't really like seen anybody ever complaining about it. At least not anymore. It got a lot of like hate at the start before they like started patching a bunch of stuff. They've given it a lot more content too. Where'd that big guy go? Oh. Zeech's children. Bop. I hope you enjoyed getting born. Huh. Feels like a bossy area. Feels definitely bossy. Bossy, bossy, bossy. Can't you see? Ooh, up. Chainsaw. Nice. Oops, I fell. My bad. Catch. Omnis Mundus Spiritus. No. No. Thank you, Aaron. Up, up, up. Up, up, up. Nice car. Pink one. Okay. Flamers are down. Minus that one. And now it's dead. Haha. I think that if I die here, I'm probably gonna like. Oh. Damn. Damn. I'll give it one more shot. But also, let me grab my water. I know. Did you see that shot? That was such bad timing. That was terrible timing for me. I also need to eat my noodles. Boom. Alright. Now, wish me luck. Wop, 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 wop. Wop, wop, wop. Yes, I'm never looking at you. Dodged. You guys just hurt. Kind of the problem with them. Interesting. Okay. Now, where, oh, where are my pain? Where, oh, where do you scream? Come at me, heathens. You do not know the chaos force in my balls. Yes. I am Iron Man. I'm gonna go and run this over with my van. Down I say, I will not go in. Say I'm gay. I don't know. I can never like one thing, so how could I possibly limit myself? Yeah. See ya. Sounds like wet pussy behind me. Alright. Secret? Expect there to be secret. Where's my secret? Secret. Hello? Hello? Ah. Okay. Let me in, little one. Not much of a secret if it's out in the open like that, but... Vengeance bolter rounds. Okay. Bum bum bum, Mr. Bombastic Side-Eye. Certified Hood Classic Side-Eye. Certified Hood Classic. Now, welcome to the Com Zone. Fuck. Classic moment. Nut on my sack. Please don't nut on my sack. Thought it wouldn't be seen because it was purple, right? Honestly, that's actually really funny. I love that that actually like comes up immediately after we talk about it. Must have thought it was hidden. Like I wouldn't sniff out the purple. My own color. My own spirit force. Of course I know. I am the most sneaky one. So are you cunning and sneaking or sneaking and cunning? cunning or sneaky and sneaking or cunning? That's a real question. That's an orc question. Are you cunning and sneaky or sneaky and cunning? Basically, they have two gods that they... Well, I think they're gods. I'm not really exactly sure on the standpoints, but one of them is called sneaky and cunning, and the other is cunning and sneaky. And they do different things, but obviously with orcs, they don't really know that that's the same thing. But like... Heavy bolter, my love. Oh. Dogga. Yes. Not touching. This is chaotic out of nowhere. It's so true. I was like, you know what? This will be smooth until the end. And then I can, like, end it, or I can chill, or, like, whatever. And then all of a sudden, holy shit. What the fuck is going on? Oh. Pinky. I just feel like I'm not born with enough health. Oh. Alright, one more shot. I got the heavy bolter. I can handle it. Excuse me, sirs. Thank you. Thank you. Pleasure doing business with you. Yep. Pleasure. Pleasure's all mine. Of course. M'lady. I hate how their bullets track. Dodged. Oh. Death. Hmm. Are you not entertained? Anybody else? No? Pathetic. Totally didn't struggle there. Not at all. Alright. Cool. More heavy bolter rounds. We'll get as many of those as possible because, holy shit, the heavy bolter is great. We're great. Nice. Okay. Cool. Damn, this thing shreds. Boom, boom, boom. I am the danger. Imagine sending that many guys and still hearing that your team failed. Holy crap. That must have been tragic for them. Heavy bolter moment. Heavy bolter moment. One of them shot a barrel and killed a bunch of their teammates here. For some reason I thought that would open. Huh. Oh. Full ammo. If you heard that, there's no way you wouldn't panic. Yeah, like, bro, okay, so what's happening right here, like, lore-wise? So, you see all of the, like, normal-ass dudes that are getting, like, warped in? Like, those guys right there, these dudes? They're, like, there. Those guys are getting warped in. So basically, there's someone in their faction, whoever, is basically just teleporting them in whenever they need them. They're just like, get in there. They don't really ask. They don't really care. Why would they? Obviously. But like, they're just sending them in. Right? And so like, wow. This level is actually like pretty insane. But like, they're just sending these people in. Probably completely uninformed about me and having no idea what's going on, and then they just see me coming at them, and they just that's why you'll see a lot of them like throw up. They throw up their hands and they're like, ah, and then they start shooting because they're like, holy shit, it's an ultramarine. Oh fuck. Like, they don't stand a chance and they know it, but they're like, ah shit. Well, if I give up, I'm gonna get tortured to death, or if I fight the ultramarine, I'm gonna get hit with a fucking bolter shot that's gonna tear me into atoms in 18 different pieces across the floor, and at least it'll be quick, you know what I mean? Like, that's exactly what they're after. They're just like, alright, well, I'm gonna shoot at him now so that he fucking feels vengeful and shoots me in the face so I die faster. I'm gonna end it here because that looks like a next, like, boss area right there. And I feel like it would be fun to do with everyone. But thanks for staying up with me, mate. You and Rin. And, everybody else, too. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. But, yeah. Thanks for staying up. Thanks for enjoying. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you, also enjoy the Discord, too. Nighty night, Levy. Thank you, Rin. Nighty night. No worries, man. It's fun times. Yeah. I'm glad to show you that game. It's a really fun one. It's a really, like, it's a lot higher skill than you'd think. For a game that looks like that, it's pretty difficult. At least to me. Maybe I'm just baby. Well, yeah. Thanks for showing up. You guys are the best. And thanks for hanging out even super late when I know that I'm not going to be able to sleep. Big kisses, boys. Big kisses. All right. Have a good one. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, same time as always, unless there's scuff, in which case you'll see it in the Discord. But, see you guys then. Bye, Felicias.